Thanks so much for joining us. Elko Live today. I'm so pleased to introduce someone who I can't believe I didn't know before. She's just a lovely human. I have Christina Bradford in studio. I'd like to thank the Elko Area Chamber of Commerce for their chamber membership luncheon, because Christina and I had the good fortune to sit at the same table together. So I got to learn more about the newly revised efforts of our Great Basin College Veterans Resource Center and all the amazing opportunities that the Veterans Resource Center is offering to the community. Christina, welcome to the radio show.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here today. And she's just going to spread the love and the joy and the light about all these amazing things that the Veterans Resource Center is doing to support the Elko community. So, Christina, how did you come to this position? I understand, just talking to you briefly, you do have your own military career.
That's correct. I was a sailor from 1997 to 2002. So I served through 9/11. I was on the Bonhomme Richard. I commissioned her. She was a wonderful ship, loved my service time. Came back and ended up in law enforcement somehow. So service is kind of a big deal to me, and it just felt like a natural fit going to the Resource Center and working with the team there. And when I say team, I really do mean team. Casey and Shay, the VSOs that we have that work for NDVS, they're awesome. They help everybody just kind of use their benefits, use their resources that are available in the area, as well as use their VA benefits. Myself and John Green, the Veteran Resource Center folks, we help veterans use their educational benefits. So basically that office is just a one-stop shop for veterans. Anything you guys need, we are here for you. Send us a message, give us a call, reach out through Facebook, our veteran resource page on GBC. We're active every day. We answer questions. We'll try to direct you on the right, even if it's not, if you're coming to me for something that may not be education related, I'll point you to the right direction, or I'll give you to the right person. We just want to help our veterans any way we can.
Oh, and it's evident. You will, listeners, find out by the end of this program just how much great work is happening right now on behalf of the Veterans Resource Center at Great Basin College, the work that Christina Bradford and, as she said, the entire team are doing. So this is a state agency, right? So that gives you a little leeway. It gives you a gateway. You're a collaborator. You can connect, certainly, but you can help people who might be frustrated with dealing with the bureaucracy, right? She's chuckling, yeah.
Any veteran knows that the VA can be a little bit difficult to work with. So that's why we like to say we are state employed. We're not the VA. We're going to try to help you get through the VA. We're going to help you navigate through all the paperwork, we're trying to give you the right tools for our Nevada folks to get through. So I think that's what's really special about our office, and the fact that we are state as well. We're flexible. We can work with other groups, local groups. We talked a little bit about, and we'll talk a little bit more about, our collaborations with our Northeastern Nevada Museum, with our Endless Possibilities dog rescue. There's a lot of opportunities for partnerships. I recently got some information from Lynette over at Zero Suicides. She shared with me that in Elko, we have known about 3,100 veterans here. That is huge. We're a small community, we're a small group to have that many veterans, and those are the ones we know about. So I'm sure there's plenty more that we don't know that maybe we can reach out to and help, and maybe get together and find out more we could do for them. So we just have such a community here that's pretty special, I think.
A great community of veterans, and of course supporting their families through the Veterans Resource Center. We're going to talk about the Elko Veteran Corps, but there's this great mixer. So as you talked about, getting community together, combining animals, endless possibilities, live music and musicians. Christina, tell us about the special Saturday event that's coming up at GBC.
So Memorial Day Barbecue at GBC is not something that's new. This is our third year of doing it. But we're kind of just inviting the whole community. It's not just for the veterans. Veterans, however, will be eating for free. So there's that. Anybody else that wants to come, we are asking for a $5 donation just towards the food. We're going to have Full Circle is our band. It's two musicians, Mike and David. They're both veterans. One's Army, one's Navy. And they're going to play for us. And we have raffle prizes. We have games for the kids. Home Depot is nice enough to provide some awesome crafts for our kids. EVC is providing tons of raffle prizes, games for the kids as well. Sherry, who is my friend over at JPO, is making the most beautiful cake for us to enjoy as well. And then GBC security officer Joe Mickey, he is I don't want to call him a cook, he's a chef. So he is going to be using his chef skills to make delicious pulled pork for us. He's been slaving away for the last couple of days. So it's really going to be a very mellow, low-key, just a time for us to get together and enjoy. It'll be outside in the outside amphitheater. And then we did invite our Endless Possibilities crew as well. I believe they have 3 dogs that are going to be coming available for adoption.
I mean, who wouldn't want to get to know Carl and Pepito and Duke?
Yeah, they're amazing dogs. So, I mean, it's a picnic, it's outside, gotta have dogs, right?
Dogs, kids, totally family friendly. Yeah. Oh, what fun. And so, again, Saturday, May 24th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yes.
It's to remember and honor, because sometimes people they get confused about Memorial Day, right, Christina?
It's very true. And Memorial Day hits differently for different folks. And we do understand that. We don't feel that this is a celebration time. Rather, it's a coming together time. This is a really good time for anybody of any era, at any time frame, any service affiliation, to just come together and share. Be happy for the life that we've given, the service that we have, and, tell stories. Tell stories, talk to each other, just kind of a nice community gathering.
As you mentioned, Christina mentioned about 3,100 known veterans in the Elko County area, and this is such a patriotic community, so the number is not completely surprising, but the fact is that there are probably a few hundred others who have simply not found that it's, that they've been able to come forward or for whatever reason, but this might be an opportunity to make some connections.
Absolutely. We also have I know I'm talking about Memorial, we have so much going on. We have our Elko Veterans Fair. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit nervous.
You're doing great, Christina. You're going to have your own show.
Well, that is exactly what, when we're talking about letting everybody know what they have available to them and who actually wants to help and who is there for our veterans. We have so many businesses and community members that want to do things for our veterans. They just don't know who they all are. So June 21st, City Park, that's going to be our Elko Veterans Fair. That'll be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay.
We're going to have tons of resources available. And by all means, if there's somebody out there listening right now that wants to provide a resource or wants to get to know, reach out to the Elko Veteran Corps. Reach out to any of us. Like I said, just because, we work in different departments doesn't mean we are right next to each other. We are talking to each other all day about veterans, about things we want to do, things we want to see. This is literally a continuous effort.
Well, when I saw, too, that you were connected to Great Basin College Continuing Education, I said, oh, my gosh, you're the group that makes things happen there on campus. You've got people visiting in and out. As you said, the Great Basin College Veterans Resource Center has some specific areas that they can help, objectives, to help foster success in the civilian world. So you can be recently, is it released? I can't remember the word that you used, from the military service.
Yes, when you're separated from service.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You have so many resources available to you, depending on your service. I have a lot of people that I've heard, well, I didn't serve during this time, or I didn't serve this period, so I don't think this counts for me. we have a spreadsheet, and it is so long with so many different ways that you can use benefits, so many different titles of benefits, there's a lot.
And we hear conflicting messages, and this isn't a political program by any means. We have people who can do that really well outside of the radio show, but the reality is it is a confusing time. There could be people who say, well, I don't think I have educational benefits, or I'm just, as you just mentioned, they're not sure what they qualify for. But this is where you can get the information from a state agency, not from the VA, and from someone, it sounds like, Christina, who will actually advocate for you.
Absolutely, 100%. There is a forever GI Bill and a post 9/11 GI Bill that's still relatively new that a lot of people don't know about. We have benefits that still affect our Vietnam era. There's so much there, and let us do the work. All you have to do is tell us what your service was, provide that DD-214. Let us do the work and find something that fits you. Tell us what you're interested in. I mean, GBC has such a wide array, classes, technical programs. Our nursing program is one of the top notch, right? So, there's so much out there to fit whatever it is that you're going for. Let us do the work for you.
Yeah,
let's figure it out.
Oh, what a great plan. And whether it's teaching or if you're interested in becoming a social worker, as you mentioned, really the sky's the limit. There are 94 classes just this summer semester from GBC. So as Christina Bradford, who's from the Veterans Resource Center on campus at Great Basin College, is talking about, right next door to what's known as the Elko Veteran Corps. Now, that's a service organization, right?
So that's something that was put together by Casey Ortiz. She has been working with veterans for a long time. She saw a need, and she put together her Elko Veteran Corps, and it's veterans and non-veterans alike that are in this group. All the same purpose. We just want to do whatever we can to show our veterans how much they mean.
You had a cleanup green up team.
Yes.
You did the Elko Veterans Ball, which we got to start getting ready now for next year's event.
Yes. That is definitely underway. That is in the works. We've got an amazing speaker lined up, a personal friend of mine. She is a retired Marine who's doing amazing things, especially for our female service, both first responders and military. I just found out today, as a matter of fact, she received the Nevada Small Business Award for her clothing line, which is Kadri Clothing, and that's KADI. She's working on tactical vest and rifle-plated vests fitted specifically for women. So she's going to be our guest speaker this year.
Nice.
And it'll be incredible to have her there. It's really an honor.
Well, very inspiring. And thank you, Christina, for helping us make those connections, from someone who could literally live anywhere in the country or probably around the world. You chose Elko as your home. We really benefit from that. Thank you. So, Christina, obviously here talking about the various services. We wanted to mention too, so Saturday, again, we're really plugging the Memorial Day Barbeque on campus in the GBC amphitheater area. Just follow the sound of the beautiful music from Dave and Mike. Delicious food sizzling there as you were talking about. Joe Mickey's been working on that pulled pork. It's going to be delicious. And that's from 11 to 2. It's $5 contribution for non-veterans or their families just to help support things. But if you're a veteran, certainly be there and bring your family. So there are some things that we can see that are happening in Elko to support veterans, and the cemetery is a great example, right?
Absolutely. So once again, we will, and by we, again, a collaborative effort, as always. We're going to have our high school band is going to be performing for us. That commencement is going to be at 10 a.m. At the cemetery this Monday. We will have our VFW honor guard there. We will have special guest speaker, and this is huge, Janet Peck. So if anybody knows, Janet Peck has been working with our veterans for a long time. She's finally finding her well-deserved retirement. So she will be our guest speaker this year, and we're honored to have her.
We'll get to hear her story.
Absolutely.
Yeah, after all that work. Elko's VFW, Post 2350, Gasper J. Salas Post. I have the benefit of getting typed messages from early on in my career here at Elko Broadcasting, Christina. Those would be hand-delivered by Steve Hernandez, and he has long since passed. But boy, this VFW has quite the history and legacy in Elko, and I know you're a proud member of the VFW.
Yes, ma'am. I am a life member, and Memorial Day, funny enough, is my 1-year anniversary with the VFW Post.
Oh, well, congratulations. And member of the Legion, too.
That's correct. Yes. Also a life member with the Legion as well.
So VFW Post 2350 hosts those cemetery services, as Christina was just describing, 10 a.m. There'll be, I think it's called a 21-gun salute? I know there's a salute that
there is.
Guard. Yeah.
Yes, there is. 21-gun salute. There's a bunch of different, I'm trying to find the right words.
You and I both.
To honor.
Yes.
If somebody was a retired service member or died in service, they would receive that 21-gun salute. It is an honorary way that we commemorate that service. So yes, we will have our rifles there as well for our honor guard.
It's very beautiful and ceremonial, as she was suggesting. And if you enjoy and appreciate Elko's VFW in the parade as they present the colors, the honor guard, you'll see this sort of on steroids when you attend the ceremonies at the VFW. It's just at the cemetery. Yeah, it's very moving, and it reminds us and it gives us pause, so as it should.
Absolutely.
So that will be happening at the Elko City Cemetery on Veterans Day Monday. So it's not
Memorial Day.
Oh, sorry, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. So it's not just a day off. It's certainly, this is a day to come and pay your respects, and then you can go and enjoy your family and friends. People do bring kids, and they play there in the grass. It's really nice. They place flowers. They do all the things. Yeah,
that's correct. We also will have some EVC volunteers who will be passing out poppies as well. If you're not familiar with the Red Poppy story, you can find that on our Veterans Resource Facebook page. We did make sure we post the significance of that. These are poppies that we hand out. We want people to wear them and know the significance. If you would like to make a donation at that time, that will go to the VFW as well.
Thank you, Christina. Well, all this leads into more news and information about our local Elko Veterans Resource Center at Great Basin College. And for example, we can see there's the expanded VA clinic, the construction going on that's in the mall near Ross, I think. Oh, the Elko Junction Shopping Center is what that one's called. Yeah. So that's good news for veterans, right?
We're very excited about that. We have a lady that will be serving in the position that Janet Peck held. She's very excited and enthusiastic. God bless her. We are looking for help. So if that is something that you are interested in, please reach out. We do have the capacity for more staff. We have more equipment. We want to be able to handle those 3,100 plus veterans that we have. So we are looking for more staff. Please do reach out if you know anybody or you have somebody who's looking to relocate in the healthcare industry. That would be wonderful. We are very excited to open that.
Yeah, that'll be a great addition to the Elko community, and it's an expanded clinic from what we had. It was in the similar neighborhood. And then the Northeastern Nevada Museum has this amazing opportunity. Oh gosh, Christina, tell us about that, because I know you're very involved in this.
I am so excited about this. We've been speaking with Diet Malson over there, and she is, if you haven't had the pleasure of talking to or meeting Diet, she is just so passionate about history. And it is a pleasure talking to her about anything history, but when it comes to military, boy, we can talk for hours, which we did last night in our meeting for 3 hours. So what we're looking at is a Veterans Night Out, and this will be August 2nd. We're hoping August 2nd in the afternoon, 1:30-ish. We're very excited to say that we have the licensing to show a movie in the park. It's going to be Top Gun Maverick.
Nice.
We have some amazing guest speakers lined up. We've got two gentlemen that have fathers that served in World War II. One was the 10th Mountain Division. He has so many artifacts and just amazing things to share with us. And then we have another guest speaker whose father was a forward observer for General Patton. That is huge for a lot of reasons. He made it through the Battle of the Bulge. He was keeping a diary of his day-to-day events. I could probably talk to this gentleman for hours on end. So the fact that we're going to be able to hear him on August 2nd is...
Right here in Elko.
Yes, right at the museum. It's going to be... The museum is giving this free to the public. So everybody can come and hear these stories. Everybody can see these artifacts. But what we're really trying to do is open the door to expand our military section in the museum. Right now, we only have representation through to the Korea era. So what we would love to have is our local heroes be honored in the museum from Vietnam to current. We had a gentleman from our Iraq war era who graciously donated his uniform. He was from our bomb unit. And he's got a bio and his uniform. That'll be on display that night on August 2nd. What we're looking for is to help complete the story. So we're looking for a local Vietnam veteran who would be willing to donate a uniform and just a little background. You know, our Vietnam vets are priceless to us. They mean a lot to us, and we want to make sure that we showcase that time in our history, and certainly those that are still here serving to this day. Service doesn't just stop at military. Service goes on forever, as we all know, and we'd love to have that. So Vietnam, 1955 to 1975. Our Persian Gulf veterans, 1990 to 1991, and we're still looking for our War on Terror Afghanistan veterans from 2001 to 2014. If that's you, if you are a local Elko or even anyone in the Northeastern area, we would love to be able to honor you and have you as a permanent collection piece in our museum so that we can show that we have such a prominent veteran presence here in Elko, and we can kind of show that through our museum.
Absolutely. I know the museum appreciates the help because this is a big outreach, certainly. So they should contact you, Christina, or?
They can either contact me or they can contact Diet directly at the museum.
Okay.
Again, we'll be putting that information out on the night, the Veterans Night at the museum. We'll be putting that out shortly, but for now, I'm going to be making a post about the uniforms. We would love to be able to have those uniforms to be able to show on that night. Mm-hmm. We would love to invite anybody who has any type of veteran affiliation, kind of like our Veterans Fair, if they wanted to come out as well. Mm-hmm. Again, it's a free event. We just want the collaboration and share your story, and definitely let us honor you at the museum. You're a part of our history.
I know that in the parades that we have, and we have the Veterans Day parade in November here in Elko County, thanks again, we seem to have a great turnout of local Native American veterans. Have you noticed that, Christina? I understand that that's a very, very patriotic group with both men and women enlisting.
Big time. Absolutely. There is, right now on display, there is a uniform from a female veteran, first name of Florence. We found out that she has some Native American ties as well. We've got a lot of history and information in that museum. I know they're going to look at another expansion geared towards our Native American Elko folks. Mm-hmm. There's just so much that we don't know. And we'll only know if people tell us and share these things with us. Diet is more than happy to get any type of information on Elko history, especially if you are a part of that history, your family is part of that history. We definitely want to make sure that we have that in there.
Christina Bradford is our guest today. Christina, thank you. There's just so much that's happening with our local veterans community, and I have to say that things got pretty quiet for everybody with COVID, and so it's nice to see that our Veterans Resource Center has literally come roaring back. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So the Veterans Resource Center, the service officers assist veterans, dependents, and family members, because you may have someone who's a little reluctant to come in, right? But if you're family, you can start the process, I understand. You can explore and obtain benefits from the Veterans Affairs for medical care, for service-connected disability, for pension, for home loans, burial, memorial, education, and there are other VA benefits that you may not even be aware of. And then there's information and referrals, everything that Christina's been talking about for community resources to make connections. You can make appointments. Is that the best way to get help, or walk-ins welcome?
So the education department, because we are in GBC, we do welcome walk-ins for education. As far as any other, we're not going to turn you away. I mean, by all means, if we all are currently in an appointment with somebody, we will absolutely make an appointment for you to make sure that you get the time that you deserve. And like you said, anything you need, tell us, let us figure out how to help you. If you are a dependent, and a lot of people don't know this, you are able to use your veteran family members' benefits as well. Let us figure that out for you. So come in, tell us what you got going on, tell us what you need, even tell us what your interests are. We found out about the musician program for veterans, which I thought was very interesting. We do not have a chapter here in Elko.
Tell us about that. Guitars for veterans?
I am just learning about this. So again, this is a process. We learn as we get to know veterans and what they're into. Mike at Full Circle was happy enough to tell me he's looking for another jam session, brother, right? So he's looking for other veterans who are into music. He's invited them to play with him. And we'll offer our GBC VRC area as well. Come in and have a jam session with Mike. So this program, they offer guitars and training. So they'll give you music lessons. Right now it's only in Reno. But I bet you we got a few people that are musicians out here that would be willing to start a chapter. We just got to let them know. I didn't know about it until just last week. So there's a lot out there. We just got to do the work. Tell us what you're into. Tell us what you need. Right now we're actually working on, and I mentioned Endless Possibilities. We are working on that resource as well. We've got a ton of beautiful, amazing, intelligent dogs that would love to find their forever homes. We also have a ton of amazing, incredible veteran homes. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to pair those two together? Endless Possibilities currently has a trainer that comes out once a week, and he works with the shelter dogs to kind of just gauge their personalities, teach them basic training so that they're better candidates for adoption. So hopefully down the line, we'll be able to work on a program that we can match some of these shelter dogs with service programs for our veterans and beyond, just therapy dogs for our communities. So we'd love to get that going. We have something in the works called Paws on Parade, and that will be at the Spring Creek Marina, September 26th. We're very excited about that. I know September seems like it's a long way away. It's not. It comes very quickly. But just keep in mind, they're working as hard as they can to get these dogs their forever homes, and having a trainer every week is huge. And that service is available as well if you are willing to adopt one of their dogs. Come back and see that trainer every week. There's no charge. Come back and work with your dog, work with your new foster, work with your new adoptee. And whatever we can do to make sure that, you have what you need with your dog. So another great partnership.
That's a wonderful partnership, talking with Christina Bradford from our Veterans Resource Center here on campus at Great Basin College. I can't believe we got through all this. There's so, and I know you'll be back because I know that you've just done a wonderful job, and I promised you'd want your own show when you're done. We do want to conclude with just a reminder that we do know that there are veterans and family members, those who love them and support them, who may be in crisis, and there are resources available. You mentioned Lynette Vega of Zero Suicides, Elko County. That is also an amazing group, providing real-time support and help for families. We do have the Veterans Crisis Line, day or night, 988. But the local chapter does recognize that there are veterans who are struggling, right, Christina?
Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up because Ms. Vega was so kind enough to create a card that we have in our facilities. You can see them all around. It is a Elko-specific resource card. I see you looking around. You have one, don't you? Of course you do. So we have them. We're able to give them. But there's also a QR code on that card because she can only fit so many resources. And again, Elko is an amazing place. There's a reason why I chose Elko, right? It is an amazing place with so many people who want to help. So that QR code expands that list. There's even more resources and even more opportunities to get anything you need. The list goes on and on. So I can't even begin to scratch the surface of how many things that are listed on here. But we do have that available at the Resource Center. We've got so many cards, so many different avenues of help. But Lynette making that card was huge.
Yeah. And please don't stay away. If you need help, if you know someone that needs help, it's okay. Mm-hmm. It's okay to not be okay. And there are people who want to help you. And they can connect you with the Concerned Veterans of America group. They're pushing for better health care. There are people working very hard behind the scenes on any number of issues to make life better for those who have served and continue to serve. So, Christina, thank you so much for your service and for what you bring to our community today.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.
We'll see you again. Christina, we'll see her Saturday at the Memorial Day Barbeque. That'll be on campus at Great Basin College, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Veterans Resource Center. Thank you, listeners, for joining us for Elko Live today.